This one's for Matt Drummond.
Matt Drummond.
You're making comments about the nominations. Was it Oscars or Academies or which one?
Academy Awards.
Okay, yep.
But I can't have a comment on that either. But yeah, Will Smith, his wife, Spike Lee are going to boycott the awards. She's not even going to watch them because they said there wasn't enough black representation in the awards. So, but like I said, I've seen a few movies. I saw Creed because my friend Doc AJ, he wrote a big lecture about skin colour, this and that, and how the people at the Oscars will be sitting on chairs made by black people. I said no. Turn the chair over, say made in China, like fucking everything, like everything else. But you know, but like I said, the Academy Awards are voted on people in the Academy. Like a lot of them are stars, like De Niro, and there's a lot of black actors too who vote on them. So if your own people don't think the black person who did his performance or her performance is good enough, you don't get voted. You know, you have Leonardo DiCaprio voted, so probably 16 said yes to him, maybe 8 said yes to a black actor, so he's going to win out and get the nomination, isn't he? There's only like 6 spots normally, so, but they're saying it's racist. But in this day and age, with the way people are for playing the race card and saying this and that, do you think they'd really leave somebody out if their performance was good enough? No. But like I said, and then I mentioned the BET Awards and the NAACP Awards, where they got all these black awards, and he says, well, they're created because of all the white people's awards, but it's just ridiculous. So, like I said, they're voted on by people in the Academy who, a lot of them are black as well, and other countries. There's no Asians nominated, there's no Mexicans nominated, but they're not out there protesting, so it's just stupid. And like I said, I've seen some of the, for face it, a lot of Academy Award movies are shit anyway. You know, the People's Choice Awards are the best, where the actual people vote and stuff like that. But yeah, so, but really, when you look at a lot of the movies made this year, the ones there wasn't really any great performances really by anyone, so nothing really stood out. So, but they're upset about it. So I said, you know, what do you want? Affirmative action where, okay, we'll throw a token black person in just to keep you happy. Okay, he had a shitty performance, but we'll put him in anyway. If your acting's not good enough, you don't get nominated. Simple as that. Fuck me dead. It's like, you know, at schools these days where they can't have first, second and third because it might upset the kids who come 4th, 5th and 6th, and their whole psyche in life might be damaged if they don't get an award. So everyone gets a fucking award these days. So why don't they just do that? Just give Oscars to every fucking actor then, you know? Ridiculous. It's just stupid. The world's gone fucking mad. And they keep throwing the race card in, saying it's this, it's that. It's like, your acting wasn't good enough, you don't get a fucking award. Shit.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned about the schools and stuff, and I think that's the good thing now with, you know, with racism and stuff. I just look at the kids, and that's where I think the future will be. Like, our kids are growing up in a sort of multicultural area, and
exactly.
And they don't even know the difference between...
Racism's really taught, and, you know, it's sad to say, but, you know, like I said, when people like these famous actors pull the race card saying it's racist, black people weren't nominated and shit, the younger people see that, then they start thinking, oh, racism. It's like you said, young kids get along, they don't care. Racism's really taught.
Yeah. So
that's really drummed into their head. Well, that person didn't get this nomination because he's black. No, he didn't get the nomination because his acting sucked, or her acting sucked. That's why. It's not because of the skin colour. So then that kid goes, oh, because of the skin colour. So everything they do in life, they go somewhere to get a job, hand in their resume, they can't get the job. Why? It's because I'm black? No, there's been 10 white people who have handed their resume and they didn't get leave because they weren't qualified, so fuck off, you know? Not because of your skin colour, for shit's sake. But, you know, that's what they throw out there still to this day. So, like I said, yes, the past might be horrible, learn about the past, but don't live in it. Every race, white, you know, Italians, the Chinese, you know, this and that, everyone's had persecution done over the years. A lot more people have been more persecuted than black people. They got over it. Look at the Jewish people, what happened to them. They're fucking moved on. They're one of the richest races of people around there, the Jewish people. So, you know, that's what happened. They learn about their past, but they move on. They don't throw everything back like, oh, it's because we're Jewish, we don't get this, we don't get that. They get shit because they go out and work hard for it and don't expect the world to give them shit, you know? Then they go on, well, you know, we're sold as slaves to come here. Yes, but over there, there's a lot of black people selling the black people for slavery. And then I think to myself, okay, A lot of slaves were killed. We've mentioned this before. But, you know, a lot of them weren't treated well, but they were treated okay. They had a place to live and shit. But how would those people be? If their ancestors weren't brought over here as slaves, where the fuck would they be now? They wouldn't be enjoying the United States of America having what they have now. They probably would have died over in fucking Africa from starvation or some disease. So you can't have it fucking both ways, you know? Just, you know, grow up, learn from it and move on. Make the best of your life. Stop fucking looking for excuses and people to blame as to why you are where you are. There's a lot of people that came up from the hood, ghettos, drugs. Some people take the easy way and sell drugs and get killed. Some go out, families in poverty, but they go out, work hard, get jobs, make their way up and become fucking millionaires and do whatever. But then what happens then when they fucking make lots of money and do good? The black people in the community call them sellouts. So you can't win. But I shouldn't comment on that because I know nothing about it because I'm white. I shouldn't comment on that.
And also too, you're a bodybuilder,
Exactly.
so you can't comment on bodybuilding.
No, exactly, because, you know, when I was training with my friend Kurt Miller, who's black, a lot of the pro black bodybuilders, I won't mention their names, used to call him a sellout because he's training with the white guy, so they're just as bad to themselves. It's like I said, you know, a lot of black people were hung and treated bad and whipped back in the slave days, but if we were to go back and add up, if we could have a log, or you won't probably know exact number, of how many black slaves are actually killed and whatever, and now let's get the number from wherever the statistics start on black crimes due to drugs and whatever else. How many do black people kill of their own kind every single day? So, ridiculous. But I can't comment on nothing.
So you're just saying, look, let's forget about the past, let's treat
I say
it.
learn about the past, you know, learn your history, learn about it, but don't live in it. Learn about your past, but don't live in your past, you know, move on. Make the world a better place for everybody. Yes, you're still going to come across racist here and there in every walks of life. You know, I can get it because I have tattoos, I get judged on whatever. So it's just the way it is.
Oh,
But,
people have said when you say that you chose to have them.
they didn't choose to be born black, huh? But what about the ones that were born black but they got great lives and move on and don't blame everybody else, you know? They always look for excuses. This is why I am where I am today because these people did this to me, you know? No one makes you do anything. You can't say because you're put down that you had to turn to a life of crime. You just got to keep trying. Yes, you might have to try harder than some people, where someone might walk in who is white. They don't have to try as hard, but still, you know, the world isn't an easy place. You just got to make the best you can. And if you've got to try a little bit harder, well, try a little bit harder. And don't cop out the easy way and turn to a life of crime or go do shit or just sit there blaming everybody else that your life is the way it is because of your skin colour or religion or whatever it is. So, you know, there's some people out there who are born with no limbs and they go out there and make a name for themselves in the world and get jobs and do whatever, but, you know, they could easily give up and sit on some sort of, you know, disability pension for the rest of their life, but they don't. So it's just what people choose. I want people to say, you know, little kid, he made me do it. No one makes you do anything, you know. You might not like what somebody does to you, but how you react to that is on you. You can take the high road and turn your back and move on there, but then you get people who like turn around and want to fight and beat them up or kill them and say, well, he made me do it. No one makes you do anything. It's you who choose to do it. So.
And when you went to America, how did you hook up with Kurt?
Oh, just at the very first day in the gym, I was just training and he was training and he just said, can I work in? I said, yep. And then we just trained that day and then we went to eat and he said, here, you can drive the car. So that was my first time driving in America. And we just hit off from then. So, yeah, I always found it stupid because then there used to be like other people in the gym I talked to who are different colour skin to me. And they always get, oh, you're talking to the white guy, this or that, and that sort of thing. So it's just stupid. I just found there was more racism between their own kind than anything else.
And when you actually live with Kurt for a while?
Yeah, I lived with Kurt. Kurt lived with me. Kurt come to Australia and had a good time down here. So, yeah, like I said, I don't see skin colour in anyone. I take people how I find them. If they're a nice person, great. If you're an arsehole, you're an arsehole. There's arsehole people who are white, Korean, Chinese, whatever. Every race has fucking arseholes and bigots and everything like that. So, but like I said, not everyone just fucking falls back on it all the time. I'm sure if we went back to what happened to the white people, we could go back and blame that, but we don't.
Yeah. Well, look, I think your relationship with Kurt sums you up. Like, people hear these things and think you're racist or whatever, but there you go. The first time you train in America, a bloke started working in with you, thought he was all right, started hanging out, and then you go to live with him.
Like I said, Kurt's more like my brother, so it's like just silly that people say I'm racist just because I have an opinion on something, and like I said, they don't know me. like I said, when I was married a long time ago, she was like African coloured person, so and a Muslim. So there you go.
Well, I've been waiting for you to say that because
Muslim and coloured, so that fucks a lot of people up now, doesn't it? Huh? Jesus. So, there you go on that one. Yes, people can't talk about it now.
Yeah. That's it. That's
What? Are they saying what? Well, we can't say he's racist on that anymore. So yeah, people don't know me. They just go on with shit. So
yeah, I think they hear the videos, jump to conclusions, but also too, if half their friends spoke their minds.
Oh yeah, they probably hate all their friends. They have no friends. So it's just stupid. But then even the people who write shit to me, like they've never had an opinion on something, that I'm sure if we heard their opinions, we could twist it and turn it any way we want and say, well, you're racist, you just hate that person for this. It's like, no, but anything can be turned any way they want, so it's stupid. But that's the way people are.
Yeah, I think that's great, that story with Kurt, and
yeah. Like I said, I can't be racist anyway. I've had many animals. Had many black dogs, many black cats, and I treated them all well. So they're all loved, fed well, patted, bathed, so there you go.